Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the VR Master League Onward. We are having a great matchup for you tonight. It's going to be Sinister Pride versus Spaces Aces. My name is Xandria, and I am here with my co-host, Vivian.
Hey, how's it going?
So, do you want to just drop right into the bands for us?
Oh yeah, sorry. I am just setting up as well. I'm really excited for this matchup. Thank you for picking up last minute because I really wanted to see this game. So on the side of Sinister Pride, we have Downfall as a band. And on Spaces Aces, we have Suburbia as a band. So I'm thinking that Sinister Pride maybe just doesn't want to play Downfall. It's one of those maps where, you know, if you're not feeling it, it's just easy to ban. And also, Spaces Aces, if I recall, they do shoot well. Now, Spaces Aces has been around since season 7. However, their stats have been erased, or so they've restarted. So we don't have stats going back from season 7. So I'm not sure why they banned Suburbia, other than Sinister Pride has been around for a long time, and they played it over 200 times. So that might just be, you know, the map to ban against an old team.
Yeah, definitely. I know a lot of the more inexperienced players tend to do better on smaller maps. You know, so that could have a little bit to do with the ban picks.
Yeah, although I was kind of looking forward to it, to Suburbia, but that's all right. Maybe they'll play Cargo.
So anyway, lobby's filling up. On the side of Sinister Pride, we have Kanan, Flying Potatoes, Nolus, Fester, and Virus Trojan.exe. On the side of Spaces Aces, we have Propane, Buttermaster, Fozzie, Seven Sniffs, and Wingman 526.
Might be Seven Snipes.
Thank you.
Snipes. Seven sounds good to me.
7.
So Sinister Pride, as I said, has been around since season 1, and so the names are familiar names. I think Flying Potatoes is the newest, joining in season 7. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. He joined season 7. The newest might be Virus Trojan, because I have not seen that name. Have you? That might be a new player for me. But on the side of Spaces Aces, definitely the same people that I've seen. So,
but anyway, they're dropping right into it, so we're gonna drop right into it. This is round 1. Like we're gonna get the crater spawn here.
So this is the map pick of Sinister Pride, correct? And they are practicing those codes. So maybe going for a cap tonight. And on the side of Spaces Aces, looks like they're going to be playing it a bit tighter on defense. They're not terribly spread out. They're keeping it on the south side. And Fozzie has identified their positioning.
Fester here playing the shield, something you know, you're not as used to seeing on larger maps.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on if you have a specific play for it. Our team uses it sometimes, but yeah, there's for specific plays. But I haven't seen them play with the shield or Fester tank. I don't remember if he plays shields often, but let's see how he does. So they know they're spotted. What's the best position to do now? I mean, I think for Fester to probably call it out for.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to kind of loop around this building here and use the dunes to try and peek up and maybe call out a few of the Spaces Aces positions. I also see here on the map, also Knowledge just downing Fozzie there. On the map, they have taken control of the rooftop. So they do have, you know, 2 sides of spaces surrounded now.
Yeah, so that's a not a good thing to do. I don't know exactly where. Oh, well, you have propane here in middle burning, but knowing that they are that position, maybe sending someone to cross over might have been helpful to watch the north. But we'll see how this plays out. Sinister Pride is playing it slow as well, so probably waiting. Oh wow,
Yep.
Wingman is just waiting.
Yeah, he is, and he's able to down Fester. He's gonna get a double here.
Oh, looks like he thinks he's going to round the corner. Maybe he doesn't know Kanan went all the
Yeah, if he
way
just looked a little bit to the
out like
right
that.
here, he'd be able to see him. But he doesn't. He gets down by Virus Trojan.
Wow, look at that shot from Virus. All the way prone here in the middle. That was good. I'm not sure if Kanan probably called him out or something, but
And it's definitely
that
going
was
to
good.
open up this eastern front here to push up a little bit. Although I do see, can't see the name tag, but one against the building and one up on the wing top.
Yeah, we got Buttermaster kind of opting for this position that's a bit exposed here on the south. As I say
And
that,
Kanan,
Kanan just take him down.
Flying Potato off, also gets propane. And Kanan's downing the last man on the wing, getting 1 point for Sinister Pride.
No surprise for me there. Sinister Pride again. They've been around. They know these guys have played together a lot. So, oh, I forgot to mention that Spaces Aces. The last I know that they play out of an arcade.
That is correct. They are an arcade
Yeah.
team. I believe the team captain, if I'm not mistaken, is the owner of the arcade.
Oh, okay. Fozzie used to be the captain, and Buttermaster is the captain now for the season. And
Okay, so
sure
maybe
about that
that's not
fact.
accurate anymore. But at one point in time, that was a thing.
Yeah, we did have another arcade team, Team Spectrum. I think that they are on hiatus right now, but it's pretty cool. If you go on to Spaces Aces, they're cool guys. We played with them before. Their bio's just like, we're here to have fun. And so then they're a fun team.
Yeah, they do
just really
definitely. They do that.
I wonder if they have like a crowd watching them, at the arcade.
Yeah, I don't know if
Quietly
they are.
cheering. They
Yeah,
could have this whole setup we don't even know about.
Right. I know one of the things they were saying that the nicest thing about their rig is that they can, go out for dinner after the game and just like chat and hang out, which would be amazing. I wish I could do that with my team.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, and then afterwards like I'll have a beer. But it's over here.
Anyway, we're gonna drop back down into it. Round 2. Same objective, different spawn.
Yeah, this is a quick spawn. Straight across. So I know what I do at this spawn. Let's see what Spaces Aces does.
Oh, they're calling out that they need to smoke, so looks like they're gonna just go for it.
They did use up their time in the tent, so they may have had some plans. Interesting. You did hear Fozzie say that they were spotted by now, so throw the smokes, and I just wondered if there was a call out for them.
Well, if not then, certainly now.
Ooh, the smokes are not.
Yeah. And Kane in here getting that wireframe building, able to take down Buttermaster. And Fozzie's really pushing up across the center street here. He's right on the other side of the wall from Virus Trojan. And he's got taken down.
Which was good because I think he was about to kill his teammate. So, one for the other.
Yeah, 7 here, able to make it into the center wireframe. Don't think he's going to have an eye on anybody from here, though.
Let's see. Where is their fifth? It's showing 2 up here for me. Yeah, so it does show the Spaces Aces has 2. Oh yeah, Wingman. We're looking for Wingman. Oh,
And no,
I
it's down
guess
at 7.
it's not.
Did they have a drop?
No, you know what? I'm not actually not sure. Maybe. Oh, I want to say. Well, there's no score on there, but I'm not sure if he had scores before. If he did drop, it would make sense that he just came back in because it did say there was 2 left, but it was just 7.
I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but anyway, Sinister Pride's up 1 more point.
And for this objective, I mean, the thing about all these objectives are they just have so many sneaky capping points, and this one is my least favorite one to defend, I think.
Yeah, it's sort of a weird objective where it's kind of hard to get close to the objective, but once you are there, you know, the defense, if it's at all spread out, they have no time to react.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's like there's no perfect long angle. You know, like if you're last one up in Motel, and if Marsoc knows that, they can just hide behind a pillar and cap.
Exactly.
So I don't know, maybe it's some C4, or if you're gonna go far, make sure you're a really good nade thrower onto there. But like I said, yeah, it's an interesting one. I'm always interested to see how people choose to defend this one, other than piling up on it.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense like that actually work.
Yeah, I definitely see like more people bringing smokes on this one to cross over to the south, depending on the spawn.
That we're dropping into round 3. One thing I always notice about Sinister Pride is they always like call out the code at the beginning. I believe that's Kanan doing that, and he's trying to memorize the code.
Yeah, it's I know some teams do. They say like keep that to yourself, but it's really funny. It's
I can't do that because I can't memorize the code anyway. If I were to do that, it'd be out of my head by now. Like it would be completely gone.
Yeah, actually, I learned about you're the one that told me to put in the first 3, go back, or
Yeah, and then do the last 4. It's a very slow way to do it, but it's still faster than fumbling the code once or twice.
Yeah, you can still cap in 6 minutes doing that, or 6 minutes, 6 seconds.
And I can't see who it is from here, but we have a defender up on the dunes here. This could play trouble for Kanan. While I'm following him, I hear gunshots to the north. Ozzy getting a kill from across the map.
He's definitely giving his position away, though, so he should really be looking at the plane wing, as it's a common spot.
But Fozzie shooting early like that definitely alerted Kanan, and he's able to climb the plane wing and get him taken care of. Although he is still alive, so he'll be calling in what he sees from there.
Yeah, he definitely already called out plane wing here. So they should be expecting someone from the south. I'm not sure they expect multiple people because Sinister Pride has opted to go down each of the lanes. So they'll be swooping in. Oh!
Wingman downing Kanan.
He is down, not out.
So that puts us into a 3.5 to 4.5 situation. And I do see a defender running out there to possibly get that res.
Wow, suppressive fire from Fester.
Yeah, able to down 7. And that res does come out, so now Spaces Aces is up 1 more player. Virus here going prone under the bank trucks. not a bad way to
Yeah.
get a little bit of intel, as you can almost guarantee somebody's in the hotel.
Yeah, maybe he's their prone guy. Because,
Yeah, not everybody likes to, kiss the floor, but
some people are better at it than others. It's interesting, the night variant of this, it's like, don't even bother going to motel. You're just, like, lit up.
yeah. I noticed that on a lot of maps, like places that are normally dark or light kind of completely revert like what's good cover and what.
Ooh, so Virus did take some shots. I'm wondering if he did.
It was
Oh, and he
almost,
did.
yeah, it was almost to bait him out, and it worked perfectly.
Yeah, that was a good bait.
Ellis here pushing up in the center a little bit.
Yeah, we do have Fozzie watching this cross.
It's taking a little bit of pre-fire there. See if maybe you can get the defenders to peek out.
Yeah, with 2 lefts, they Buttermaster, they don't have anyone watching their far east. So no, I mean, because if Buttermaster goes down and they go in for the cap, Fozzie can still get across the street. At least to get killed just in case they go for a cap. So that's not a bad positioning, but it does look like Fozzie is he's pushing it. He's going out, which I'm not sure I would do at this point with 2 lefts.
Yeah, he's just sort of moving around, seeing what he can see. I don't think they really have a good beat on where Marsoc is coming from right now.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So Fozzie did move out of that position, which he would have been flanked if he had not. And he did not hear Nolus coming around, but Nolus is in there now.
Yeah, I don't think Nolus is aware of Fozzie's location. He moves in here, he could get taken down.
And
Nolus does pick up Buttermaster. It's all up to Fozzie now. He's going to have to watch for this northern approach that is coming up on objective right now. Fozzie does get Nolus, but is he going to run back in time? Virus is on objective. Oh, and Fester takes him down. I don't know if that cap would have worked out. I do believe they would have met, but either way.
Yeah. Well, yeah, who knows? Virus seems to be doing well here, so let's see how. Oh, actually, all across the board, really. Everyone's putting in work, and it looks like we did have another drop on the side of Spaces Aces. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Though, I think, yeah, that's always unfortunate, and with those drops, because, like, right in the middle of the round, if you don't even know your teammate has been down.
Yeah, that could be an artifact of it being a VR arcade. I believe Trip was telling me the other day that routers have a really hard time handling that sort of traffic where you have multiple people playing the same game, so you really need some like professional hardware to get that done. Something maybe you guys could look into.
We might know some people. Well, it looks like majority of people are favoring Sinister Pride. By majority, I think everyone. Durafin, I think, always goes for the underdog, I believe. But I think also because Spaces Aces, again, they don't have the history. So people may, not know them. Although, Sinister Pride, again, these people they've been around. Even though it's changed up the roster a bit, they had Traden, who is captain of 5 Horsemen, and Evolution as well, who's on Fury. So this has been a set group.
We're going to drop into round 4 now.
Yeah, definitely this spawn right here is why some people bring smokes on Volk to make that cross to the south side. Doesn't look like they're watching it though.
Yeah, it does look like they're shaping up for a 5-man northern push here on Marsoc, choosing not even to go for that southern angle. And it does look like they made the cross clean, and I do see at least 2 of Sinister Pride heading to the south.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're. I mean, Virus is already pushed out. I mean, I'm sorry, not Virus, but I'm not sure if they're going to be going around for the flank or not. But Virus is going to meet one of them, or 5 of them.
Well, if he doesn't get too peaky here, he can definitely do some hurt. As all 5 of Space's aces pushing up here on the north wall.
Yeah, he does give the call out, but if he could just like kind of let them pass and see how many there are.
And he gets one for the second one who almost got backed off.
Yeah, so Virus does see 2. He doesn't see all of them.
It's definitely going to slow down this approach for sure. As Space Ace needs to figure out how to deal with Virus here. Oh, and he almost picks up Wingman. Fozzie able to cross through the smoke. Now, Fozzie plays it right here. He could rotate around and get a pick on Virus. Oh, but he shot at something in the center there. Gave away his position, but he was able to get the pick on the Virus. That definitely cleared up this approach for the time being. Now they just have to deal with flying potatoes in the hotel.
I mean, at this point, they may have identified, or they should have identified, that majority of their team is over there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a flanker go out, but I'm not seeing it.
Yeah.
And Null is able to get Buttermaster. And Flying Potatoes gets Fozzie. Now we have Wingman here pushed up to the hotel, but was taken down by Flying Potatoes. Now we have 1.5 Space Aces for the 4 Sinister Pride.
Oh.
I do apologize. I'm having technical difficulties as my Onward just crashed on me.
Yeah, mine as well.
All right, I'm going to drop us into an intermission until we work this out. Bear with us, and we'll be right back. All right, so we're dropping back into it here. Sorry about that. It seems like we had a little bit of a bug in the lobby and everybody crashed. So I was able to change the scores back to what they were. That round is going to just not count as it was not finished. And it's going to give us a different objective, which the teams are okay with. And the objective will be the center wireframe objective. So I did tell the teams that we're ready to go, so they'll probably be dropping into it momentarily here.
Yeah, it's one of the things about playing, you know, a video game is these technical difficulties and how to handle it. However, them deciding to just move forward and play a different objective, you know, makes it easier for everyone. And I know both teams they're good sports about it.
Yeah, unfortunately, the only way we have to get back to the same objective is they just have to keep playing rounds, and then we can modify the score, and then they just keep on playing rounds until they get the objective that they were at.
Well, so far it looks like they are having trouble keeping in. I think is it Wingman? Is it Wingman? That has the unfortunate drops.
Yeah, that is the one player who is not here currently. So.
And he's actually he's a good shot. He actually does look like Fozzie's wingman as he's been taking the call outs from Fozzie. So let's hope we can get him in. If not, they may opt for a reservist. I'm not sure. However, again, quarantine is. I don't know how you feel about quarantine, Xandria. It's just it's a difficult map. You know, you really got to know it well.
It is a very difficult map. Because there are a lot of really good places that defense can hide. There's a lot of open terrain. There's not a ton of like really good cover like you see in Suburbia or Cargo. So it's almost a little bit like Downfall, but I would say a little bit worse. Just because
a little bit worse.
Except for a little bit worse, yeah.
But like having the dunes and being able to go all the way out there, sometimes you forget, I guess.
Yeah, that's even an option, absolutely.
Yeah, and you know, I always forget about this all the way in the west, how far back you can go too.
Yeah.
So actually, I was gonna say there hasn't been engagement, but there actually has been back here before.
I've only seen it like once.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the TFH Shield one. I think they played against I don't know, I think was it Riot at that time against Dead Logic?
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure. Dead Logic against another team. Just know there was a shield involved. So knowing they both have shields. And let's see. How's your season going, by the way?
It's kind of so-so. I think we're 3-3. We kind of had a rough start and kind of got into, you know, some lower MMR teams, and now we're getting back to where it's getting really hard. And so, yeah, so far so good. It's my first season as a team captain, which is a difficult job.
It is. That's funny. I think most of the casters are captains of a team or have been captains for the most part.
Yeah, I can see where somebody who would be a team captain could be a caster, just because it takes a certain eye or a certain skill set to do both.
Well, captains are just bored, you know. We don't have enough going on.
Anyway, we're dropping into it. This is gonna be round 5, and somebody fired at spawn and gave away their position. Let's drop in on.
I love that they said, well, that was a rookie move. And again, I think it's so interesting that they chose to cross the street for this objective. It leaves them so exposed on that cross.
Yeah, it
And they've
does.
been spotted.
And it kind of trapped the 3 of them here between this little Winnebago.
I would not have known to call that a Winnebago.
Oh, I'll have to tell you a story after.
The call-outs.
It does look like 7 here is kind of pushing up. He's going to try and catch some of these guys off guard.
Yeah, I mean, they have Kanan here. Oh, and then Flying Potatoes all the way in the back watching that flank. But they may go unchallenged. They can take over control of the rooftop here and take out Kanan. They can position themselves to make their way across. What I found interesting was that they said, "Don't cross the. Don't go down the center. Across the street." I probably would have gone down the center because crossing the street is hard.
Yeah, it's a little bit scary. You can get caught out pretty easy. I know I learned that real quick back in season 5 when I first started. Like the first time on quarantine, we crossed the street and immediately just got laid right down. Kanan here is moving up on this rooftop.
Yeah, he is being so sneaky quiet.
Yes, he is. Kanan getting propane here, although Buttermaster shooting back, downing him, sparing the lives of those on the rooftop, only to take the life of Wingman. Although he is resable, let's hope he doesn't take out the man rezzing him. Well,
no, because it was funny because it looked like 7 was like looking to see. Hopefully they know it's their buddies over there.
Fester getting Buttermaster after he gave away his position.
Run, Fozzie, run away from your teammates. And he gets caught out, I think, by Flying Potatoes as well. So he's pretty pinched here unless he goes all the way north to get around.
Yeah, this offense is really stalled out. As I say that, Wingman getting another pick on Nullist. Brings us into a 3-3.
3.5 is Nullist is probably able to give really good call-outs here.
All right, Flying Potatoes downing 7 and 7. Getting Flying Potatoes, nice little trade there. And it was only a down on the side of Sinister Pride, so they have 2 that they can res. Oh, that went on Fozzie here. He's pushing right up into the middle. Virus getting that res on the Nullist. And Fozzie running right into danger here. Down by Nullist. Yeah, they have a pretty strong defense. I mean, they have 3 men right on top of that objective. It's going to be hard for the last member of Space's Aces to penetrate. They're going to give it their all and try to make it in here.
Go on, Wingman. Although he is going to get called out by Flying Potatoes for sure.
Yeah, definitely. As he is just down. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Downing somebody back there, you can't really get to confirm that running directly up on him.
Yeah, and
it looks like Nullist here is rotating to get that res, making it even harder for Wingman to clutch this round.
Especially, they know where he is, so it looks like he's just waiting. Wow, he does get Nullist.
Yes, he does.
Wow.
Oh, but unfortunately, Fester gets the pick and gives the first map to Sinister Pride.
All right. That's weird. Did they just play over and over again until they got 4 in the map? to allow them to?
I modified the score to reflect what it was before the crash.
Yeah, in the game it reflected it too. So I wonder if they did that. But anyway, looks like we're going into Tanker.
Tanker, I love this map.
Really?
I do, yeah.
As a caster, as a player,
as a player,
as a viewer. Yes, I am. This level, and I believe Subway have been played a lot this season. It seems.
It seems more than they had been last, maybe 2 prior seasons. Definitely.
And this is Space's Ace's pick. You can see. Now, one thing is Space's Aces. They've got a really good sense of humor about them playing. I love that they just choose to compete anyway to have fun, and they still stick with it. Sinister Pride also has a good attitude about that as well. But I remember when we first played with against Space's Aces, I forget what he said, but he needed like a reservist or something, and he was like, he's like, if I can't play, then no one's gonna be killing my teammates. So so he's quite aware.
Yeah, I mean, I've played both these teams even just this season, and I can definitely say neither of them take it too seriously. It's always a good time playing both.
Yeah, absolutely. Sinister Pride, definitely, they were one of the teams that messaged me when I was a brand new captain to say, hey, let's scrim, just to help us out, which I thought was really cool. Not a challenge. They weren't like, hey, let's challenge this new team. They just reached out and said, let's scrim. So
yeah, scrims are always fun because the pressure's off. It doesn't matter. It's just for fun.
I want to say it matters.
Well, not like a game.
If we win.
Mostly just bragging rights at that point. So we have this what is that? The Eastern objective. I feel like this objective is very susceptible to an aggressive, overpowering type play.
Yes, absolutely. And believe it or not, Space's Aces, they do have cappers on their team. Fozzie, he's capped matches, so.
And it does look like we're gonna have a 5-man south downstairs push.
You know what? They play together in the arcade. They want to, they want to have drinks together.
But Kane in here, he's rotating around. He almost as if he knows.
Yeah.
There's one. There's two. Wingman able to shut that down.
Wow, Propane is running right in there under Fester Taint's nose. He should have just capped. Really, he's just ringing around. Oh, that was interesting. Propane, you could have capped right then and there. So just keep that in mind.
If he could have made it, I mean, there are Flying Potatoes and Fester up top here. I don't know if they would have allowed that.
He killed someone in the middle and then made it into the blue container. So.
Yeah, that's definitely unfortunate. Wow, and Fester getting Buttermaster, Wingman getting Flying Potatoes. Now it's all up to Wingman. Gonna have to be really careful here with Fester right on top. And Virus coming up from the north.
Yes, this is definitely a map where you can do some timed runs to see where you can get win, because it is, smaller, tighter quarters, and you got multiple levels here. So.
Yeah, knowing where that point of conflict is very important on these small maps. And I don't know if that's. I don't know if that's an official term, but I'm going to say it is now.
Yeah, you can definitely cap within 20 minutes, or 20 minutes, again, with the minutes, 20 seconds on this one. It's a fast cap. The worst is always forgetting night vision. That's me.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's so embarrassing.
Yeah, and my team will tell me like 3 times each person.
Yeah.
Like 12
It's like,
times.
oh yeah, I have it on my loadout. Don't worry. You get there, you click your forehead, and it's just like, you know.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm only there for fodder anyway, so I have to do these silly things for my team to laugh at. Or yell at me for it.
So it looks like they're definitely using all 2 minutes here to get ready. Feeling like a little bit of a long wait in between.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no drops or anything, so...
And as I say that, magically we drop right into the round here. Round 2. I did just see the Onward Master League rated us. Thank you for that.
And
like that
Fester did opt for the shield again, which is a good call.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 shields. Virus with the shield too. Is Virus ostentatious? No. He's an actual other player.
Oh, and Fozzie here gonna meet Fester. Pre-fires the corner and was able to get around that shield and down him, although Kanan was backing him up and was able to get him. But somebody dropped a nade there. Fester did and downed Kanan.
Yeah.
Wingman getting Nolist, but Nolist down Wingman. Now it's all up to Virus here on this other tunnel. North tunnel. Nice little confirm shot there. There he hears Wingman calling him out, decides to confirm him. I think Virus might want to like rotate back off of here, although I don't really see Space Days pushing in, so this could be okay.
Virus should be able to hear 7.
Yeah, up on top here. Although Buttermaster in a kind of a sneaky spot way in the back. I don't know about you, but I don't really expect people to be back there.
I'm not worried about that person back there because we've already capped by this time, so it's fine.
Ah, okay. Unfortunately, Virus doesn't have anybody to cap right now, as he is the only player left. Definitely hearing 7. He's a little bit skeptical of exactly where he is. If he doesn't watch it, I don't know if Butter would be able to get this angle or not as he kind of pokes up through the stairs here.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, and okay, 7's rotating around. Poke out. Oh, he's able to get 7. He's going to be able to get Butter, and he does!
Wow. Virus.
Gonna put Sinister Pride up 1 more point.
That was good. I can use a shield, but that's about it. I can't shoot with the shield, so I'm always
shooting
impressed.
With the shield is incredibly hard, and props to anybody who does it well.
Yeah, absolutely. I've tried, but no, not for me.
Yeah, up close it's not so bad, but you get more than about 2 to 3 yards away, and it's just like, where are my bullets going?
Hats off to the shield players, though. They do make it for a fun game, and I love that they had 2. I wonder what their play was going to be.
I think it would just go up both tunnels. I think. Although the ones in the lose my cardinal directions now, the south I believe it was. I think he was topside when he died though, so maybe not. Maybe it was just 1 up top and 1 below.
Yeah, no, I don't recall. I know a lot of people were up top. Here lies the others.
Either way, we're dropping into round 3. Let's see what Space Ace is able to do on, I believe that's the top side objective. Man, I've gotten this one wrong so many times. I have to get down to the main deck in order to look at my tablet and know.
Well, it looks like a 5-man push following 7.
Based on where the defenders are, I do believe this is the downstairs objective.
Yeah. I wonder if Sinister Pride has just been noticing that they've been buddying up, so... And Virus grabs 2.
Yes, he does. Looking to see if there's any flankers, and I do not see any.
Virus scares me.
Why do you say that?
He's been getting these great shots.
Yeah,
No
he has.
fear.
I mean, it's not like it hurts to die in Onward. I mean, why would you have fear?
I don't know. Just pretending.
Virus able to get 7. That really decimated Space's Aces, as they only have 1 player remaining. Bozzy, all up to you, buddy. Not able to do it. Gets taken down by Fester. Put up. Sinister Pride up 1 more point to 3. This is a map point. Sinister Pride could take the map and thus the series if they take this next round.
Yeah, and my apologies. It looks like Virus has been around since season 6, but I should have known that. He obviously plays like a veteran, but I don't recall seeing that name very often. So, apologies.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
I don't recall seeing that name on that team roster a lot, as far as like them actually playing with them. You know, of course, every team has that one person who doesn't play that much. You know.
He's playing like he plays a lot, so I'm not sure. Although, of course, we don't cast every single game, so you never know. Although I do believe they are one of the few teams that does stream. You know, when you see the matches and see who's streaming.
Oh yeah.
And no one ever does, for fear of being found out. But I believe, again, Sinister Pride. And it shows, you know, that they're having fun. They did a dip in their division, but I believe they can pick it back up.
Speaking of dip, we're gonna dip right into it.
Oh my god.
Sinister Pride on the attack. Looks like 2 shields again.
And the code singing, chanting.
Yes,
So.
absolutely. It's almost a ritual for them at this point. And this is round 4.
Yeah, I love the different quirks of the teams. You know.
And Flying Potato's getting propane.
Wow, Flying Potato's just running in there.
Getting taken down by Fozzy.
And
Fester and Kanan here on the north side.
oh, they're actually attacking both sides with the shield.
Yes, they are.
Nice pinch.
Kanan, no, kind of running in ahead of the shield. Don't know about that. Butter giving a little fake yell there. Tries to rotate around the shield and is successful.
That was nice. Buttermaster went for it. It's like how you have to do it sometimes.
Noah's confirming Fozzie there. And getting Buttermaster and trading with Noah's. Virus does get that res, so both of them are back up. Now it's 2 Sinister Prides against 1 Spaces Aces. All up to 7 here to defend this objective. And they do know where he is now. They could easily rotate around to the rear of him, but they're not required as Virus is able to down him with the shield. So that's it. That is the game, although we will do the 3rd map for MMR.
Yeah, that was a good sweep. Again, Spaces Aces, I haven't seen them. Well, that's unfair of me to say. I haven't actually been playing as much either. But I'm not sure how much time they get to practice since they play out of an arcade.
Yeah, I imagine that makes it very difficult to get practice time in. Oh, looks like we're dropping into Snow Peak. How do you feel about that?
I love Snow Peak. My team loves Snow Peak. And I personally like Snow Peak Night variant just because I feel like it performs better. However, any Snow Peak is good Snow Peak.
I like the crunch of the walking.
Oh yes. Oh yes, absolutely.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
I say this every time and I totally mean it. I like the uniforms. It's hot.
Duly noted.
I mean, they look good. I mean, I know everyone's like, oh, but team kills, and I don't know.
That is the downside.
Like
as Volk, the only thing really that tells the difference between the two teams is the fact that Volk have black vest and Marsoc have camo vest.
Yeah, and the helmets.
If you don't have a keen eye when people are shooting at you, it's easy to take out your teammates.
Well, I like this because it's just a different, terrain. We got snow. I like a little bit of, mixing it up with, because we don't have jungle or jungle or abandoned, which also has different uniforms, and it's a little. It's different from all the other maps, so I enjoy that this is in. I'm glad that it came back in. Love the night variant, like I said, but it's a great map. There's so many. You could really showcase your team here. You can put snipers on here, definitely, shield play and suppressive fire, so everyone can shine on Snow Peak.
And with that, we are going to drop into round 1 on this north hangar objective.
And I've said it before, this is a hard objective to approach. So let's see how Spaces Aces holds it down.
Yeah, I know if you take that north valley, it's very open. I have seen a play before where they use a shield going down that north valley, and I do see a shield here on the side of Marsoc, so maybe they're trying to do that.
Are you giving away some plays here? I'm kidding. Yep, exactly that.
I'm just trying to predict what I know is going to happen.
Yep, exactly as you said. There goes Fester for the peak with the shield. And Kanan alongside. Yes, this is definitely a play from Sinister Pride. They are lining up. Looks like they're getting ready for an attack. Lanes 1 and 2.
And depending on who's getting there first, Propane could be in a really good defensive spot. Flying Potatoes is running in. Propane, is he gonna get him? No, he misses the shot. But there he gets downed. Propane attacking the shield here, but Kanan's backing him up and is able to get Propane.
You know, this is a good map for defenders to get their C4 going, throwing out nades. You know, they're cooped up in this corner here, so that would be a good defense. And actually, this is a larger map, so I believe they can launch rockets.
I believe you are correct. Now, Space Aces only has 2 members left against 4 of Sinister Pride. They really do need to kind of tuck in and be a little bit conservative on this defense. And Fozzie running out in the open and getting taken down. Oh, it's all up to Wingman to defend this objective.
I really love how quickly Sinister Pride pushed into this objective. We've seen teams run out of time on this one. And, you know, actually we've seen that often. They're just, the approach gets shut down. But this was some good timing on their part.
Yeah, they were really able to kind of push down, like I said, that northern valley and just sort of get up on it. And all the defenders were kind of almost as if they were ready for that sort of approach and just, but not ready enough, you know?
Looks like they're trying to do some distraction here. They must know there's only one left. They passed all the bodies.
Yeah.
And maybe they're going in for a cap. I'm not sure.
It's gonna be difficult for that to happen. I don't think they're gonna be able to toy with them enough. And I believe they realized that as well and just went ahead and went for the pick.
So I will say, as they get ready, that even though they play in an arcade, there is actually a tournament coming up with some of your fellow casters who will be on location. It's a Pistol Whip tournament, and it's going to be an event in Salt Lake City at the end of March. However, it kicks off next week as a home event, and then the following will be an arcade event. So whether you play at home or an arcade, if you want to try Pistol Whip, it'll be a first of its kind tournament, and you can be in the company of it's just someone by the name of Nightfire. I'm sure you know him as our lead caster, as well as Sleepy and the legendary Poonanners will be on location for this. So this is an exciting event, and hopefully will be the beginning of many more competitive VR sports to come. So again, you know, they're playing from an arcade right now, so definitely they can definitely, you know, cool down with some Pistol Whip if they want to. Get in on that.
Pistol Whip's a great game. It's a rhythm game, and it's great for leg day.
You've played it.
I have.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I really just love how competitive players think, and since we're competitive players, I'm sure our competitive players of Onward can transfer some of those same skills over.
All right, we're gonna drop into round 2 here.
I gave you another transition word, transfer.
I don't really know my way around too well, but I know that. I might try to go the opposite way, guys. Okay.
Spaces Ace is saying they don't know the map too well. They're, you know, still having fun over here. Love it.
Yeah, the outside of this map's not too bad to get right, but I find the tunnels very confusing.
Yes, I am often confused at all times. Pick this map when you play me.
About 6 inches.
Well, again, looks like they're opting to mostly stay together with, I believe, was it Wingman opting for a different push. I'm not sure about this push here on the west approach, just because you're crossing the ice, and once you get to where you need to go to get inside the hangar, it's a lot of nooks and crannies where Volk has been able to set up a defense. So this approach is, you gotta approach it the right way. Gotta know a little bit of what you're doing. And as I say that, they are going to be meeting Virus, who is opting for the ice. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, typically what you see is, one person or some of the team up north, some of them kind of loop around to the ice. I can definitely see why Virus would pick this spot. Although he seemed to be kind of looking the wrong way. He might get picked off here.
So they haven't identified their positioning yet. So
He's definitely...
once, yeah,
There it is.
And now they know.
Although, I mean, that does give away the Marsok's position. Wonder if we'll see somebody kind of rotate in a little bit to defend the lake.
Yeah, again, if Flying Potatoes kind of tucks himself in a little bit, he can hear them approach and not expose himself too much on that approach.
Yeah, I think he's in a great spot here. He's just going to go ahead and let them cross the lake, let them get a little close, and take care of things once they arrive at the dock.
Kanan must be alerted to Wingman's position here. You can hear the crunch of the snow, as you said, and his shots fired.
And now that they're shooting there, Flying Potatoes definitely knows and throws a frag. Oh, it doesn't land, although it does land very close.
Yes, a frag is your friend right about here, just to clear that corner so you can push in.
Wallace and Fozzie trading a little bit of fire, but nothing landing. Kanan able to get Wingman. Noah's downing Fozzie. All right, Devin is right under Flying Potatoes. Not able to get him through the stairs.
Oh, interesting. That's...
Apparently those stairs are very bulletproof.
I was gonna say, I thought it was... Oh, it's pretty penetrable all the way around, but I guess not.
No, definitely not. Very unfortunate for Spaces there. Okay, we're not aware. It's all up to Buttermaster. He hasn't even crossed the lake yet. Gonna go for a little bit of long range action. Minute 22 remaining. He does have a lot of ground to cover and not a ton of time.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's kind of set yourself up to see if you can get any picks at all, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, he's not really pushing in like he only has a minute remaining. Does get the pick on the Kanan, though. Needs to confirm it, though.
Yeah.
And another frag comes out. Oh, that's a smoke. Never mind. So Kanan will be calling all of this in. the 30-second buzzer. And he runs out and gets taken down by flying potatoes.
Wonderful sound effects.
Putting Sinister Pride up one more point. Almost starting to look like they're going to run away with this.
I mean, they definitely have already. We haven't had any points from Space's Aces on here. Although when they look back, they can definitely, you know, learn a thing or two. Quarantine, again, it's like you have to play it a lot.
Yeah.
And Snow Peak, it's a large map, so you could definitely get lost here. So I think they're just taking it as they go and learning still. I'm not sure where. Do you know where the tipping point is though? Because this game has such a steep learning curve.
What do you mean by tipping point?
Like there must be some point where you've played enough that you can compete against, you know, top teams, because it's top teams have been top teams. They've been playing a long time throughout the seasons, and although you do see some teams climb up eventually, but there must be at some point, maybe like at a certain amount of hours, that a rookie, you know, can level up and play on the same level. Because Sinister Pride, again, has been around since Season 1, Space's Aces, Season 7, with a break in between.
I think you're asking that to the wrong person. I have 800 hours in the game, and I'm still on a bronze team. So somewhere after that.
Somewhere after that. Although you do see some, you know, solid rookies making it onto some top teams. And the warehouse objective.
It is, and we're going to see the dual shield come out again from Sinister Pride. All is calling out that he's going tunnel.
I'm loving this conversation. Space's Aces, they are arguing about whether or not this is the same room they've been in before. Wingman just bet them $1 million. I would like to get in on that. So for this defense, looks like Space's Aces is just opting to tuck in, which could work against them depending how much chaos Sinister Pride is about to do here. Which, with 2 shields, they can do quite a lot. Smoke it up completely, frag it out.
I was going to say, or even how much high explosive they're carrying.
You know, I haven't seen any C4, any special utility, no drones coming out from either teams.
I do believe that's a valid observation.
Yeah, I mean, those are fun toys to play with, especially on these, like,
Absolutely.
large maps.
And I love seeing how creative some people get with those things.
Yeah, I mean, drones definitely can mask that crunchy snow, as you mentioned. C4, hiding in the nooks and crannies here. There's a lot of options. Though they do have the shield, so we've got that going. Oh wow, that frag not catching 7.
Yeah, didn't land. Flying potatoes. Downing, I missed that one, and Buttered Toast getting him. Virus getting Wingman.
So,
oh, they threw a frag out, but luckily Fester was able to block it with his shield, and he's fighting with Propane here. Does a little shield flick and gets taken down by Propane.
a little bit of friendly tap there, and it looks like they're inside
Nolas
the
is
objective.
putting the code in.
Yep, and there they go. They're having a little too much fun.
Almost missed it. Yeah, Sinister Pride got that cap.
Yeah, they did a good job of distracting the other team. So that will end it. And wow.
Yeah, that is it for us. Definitely thank you all for coming out tonight. This was a great cast. I'm kind of glad I picked it up. Any thoughts from you on the game?
Well, you know, Sinister Pride has gone down in ranking, so it's, you know, it's good to see them back up playing. You know, although they're playing against Spaces Aces, which again is an arcade team, they're not going to be able to maybe get as much practice time in, but Sinister Pride's still running plays, still going through the motion of teamwork. You know, they didn't let their lead make them do anything too crazy or careless. They still kept playing, which is nice to see them do, and they will likely just keep climbing up. For Spaces Aces, again, even if you're having fun, I know that they can play well. So hopefully they do get some practice time together, and you know, and work out some of these plays, especially on these maps that they're not too familiar with. They did play 2 large maps. Don't forget that on the Quarantine and Snow Peak, you can use the M203. That is an option.
That definitely helps. Kind of disperse the defense a little bit. So, I'd like to thank our sponsors. We have ProTube and VR Cover. Both have really great products. I personally own the VR Cover, and I know Vivian owns a ProTube.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for I was gonna say thanks for the great ProTube. I love it. It's actually the mag tube, so definitely good product. So shout out to them.
And go ahead, if you're interested in playing in the league or you want to learn more about Onward, check out our Discord or check out vrmasterleague.com. You can get all the information you need there. And I think with that, I'm going to close it out. I'm Xandria, and I'm with Vivian here, and have a good night.
Good night, everyone. Rough.
Hey.